Om Namo Venkateshaya. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavathanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashanteye Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanideye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Tismarana Matrena Janma Samsara Bandhanat Vimuchate Namastasmi Vishnave Prabha Vishnave Lakshmi Nata Samarambam Nate Amana Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Partaya Pradibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusandadami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Namo Venkateshaya. My pranams everybody. We are in chapter 9, Rajavidya Rajagukha Yogam, sloka number 26. Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prechiti Tadham Bhakti Apagatam Ashnami Priyatatmana. We were discussing the sloka yesterday, halfway through. We saw about Patram and Pushpam. Now let's go to Palam. Palam means fruit. So the episode referred to here is the Shabari. Shabari was the person who was waiting for a long period of time because her Guru, Matanga Maharshi, he left for the abode of the Bhagwan. So then he told the disciple Shabari, after some time, Ramachandra Murthy is going to come here. So look at the foresight of this rishis. When he's coming here, we should provide him the Atiti Kainkaryam. So therefore, you stay back still till Ramachandra Murthy comes here. Then you do the hospitality, that is Atiti Kainkaryam, and then you can come to my loka. That's what he instructed Sabari to do that. Like that, in the same Aranya Kandam, you can find this Sarabhanga Maharshi. Sarabhanga Maharshi was invited by Brahma to come to his loka. And then Sarabhanga Maharshi said that Ramachandra Murthy is already come into the forest. I'm going to wait, have his darshan, and then only I can come back. So that's what he was waiting for, the arrival of Ramachandra Murthy. So when bhakti is so great, Bhagavan himself comes to those places like Sarabhanga Maharshi or Shabari. So every day she used to wait, thinking that today Ramachandra Murthy will come. So she will keep clean that ashrama, etc. She will pluck fresh fruits, keep it ready. If Ramachandra Murthy comes, offer it to him, etc. So finally Ramachandra Murthy came. She chose the best fruits and then offered it to Ramachandra Murthy, and then Ramachandra Murthy accepted it. So Palam. Then in the presence of Ramachandra Murthy, she went to the abode of the Bhagavan as such. She said that my Guru has instructed me to do that. Now that you have accepted my hospitality, in your presence, let me go back to the Uttama Loka. And then she lit a fire and then walked into that fire and then went to this Uttama Loka. So that means Bhagavan, in fact, she says, now that I had your Kataksham, all my things are completely gone, and therefore I am fit enough to go to the moksha. In fact, so Vedanta Deskin says a different way. He says, Sabari moksha sakshi bhutaha. Because of the kainkaryam that Sabari did for her, her Guru. But look at the way of Sabari was a hunter woman. So she had no, this mercy or compassion. She used to kill animals and eat. So that was the kind of a lady. But then when it comes into the fold of this Matanga Maharshi ashram, completely changes, and from a very tamasic type of a person, she becomes a absolutely pure sattvic type of person. That is the effect of this living closer to this Uttama Purushas like this Rishis and Matanga Maharshi. They are able to transform you completely. In fact, later Sloka Bhagavan is also going to talk about it, maybe in the next couple of slokas. So then afterwards, once she did that, the hospital offered this fruit to Bhagavan, she went to the Uttama Loka. But Vedanta, that is what Vedanta Deskin says, Sabari moksha sakshi bhuta. That means Ramachandra Murthy did not give moksha. Because of the kainkaryam that she has done for his Guru, she became elevated, and then she was fit enough to go to moksha. And Ramachandra Murthy was only sakshi. That means only a witness to Sabari going to the moksha. Sabari moksha sakshi bhuta. That's what it is. So Palam. The next one is Toyam. Toyam means, as I said, a drop of water. Now, some of the commentators have given a very beautiful explanation for this Toyam. What they say is, if you are not able to offer a leaf or a fruit or a flower to the Bhagavan, then you must be, such a kind of emotion that tears should start rolling over from your eyes, saying that, oh my God, I am not able to even in the slightest of the thing. So look at the way the Bhagavan is a very solabhyam. He's just asking you to give some leaf or a fruit or some pushpam or anything. That's all he's asking. He's not asking a very extravagant this feast or something like that. He's not asking for any of those things. He's asking only simple things. Now that simple thing, even the simple thing I'm not able to offer you, then the tears should roll from your eyes. And then Bhagavan says that tear is enough. That toyam, that means if you're so genuine, if the tear comes off it, that tear itself is sufficient for me. That's one way of interpretation. The other way of story about this toyam is, there was a Raja Rishi called Ambarisha. He was in the Surya Vamsam, so he was ruling this kingdom, but he was a very, very great devotee of Bhagavan as such. So he was observing this, Bhagavan, because he was such a great devotee of Bhagavan, Ananya Chintayantama, we saw in the 22nd sloka, Yoga Chemam Vahamyam. That Bhagavan, what Bhagavan did was, he installed this Sudarsana Chakra behind this, this Ambarishi was not even aware of that. So he had this Sudarsana Chakra installed behind him to protect, Yoga Chemam Vahamyam. Bhagavan took that responsibility protecting this Ambarishi Maharshi. So he was observing this, he was ruling this kingdom near, his capital was somewhere near this Mathura, the current place of Mathura, Madhuvanam, that's called as Madhuvanam. So he was observing this Ekadasi fast Vratam. That is on the Dashami day night itself, we will start observing the Vrata. On the whole of Ekadasi, it is Nirjala Upavasa. And on the Dwadasi, before that, that Dwadasi Paranam, that is before a particular time, you got to break the fast. That is the rule. So he was doing that for so many years. So one day, on the day he was able to break the fast on Dwadasi day, then Durvasa Maharshi came. Then he requested Durvasa Maharshi to be Satiti and then partake food along with him. Durvasa Maharshi says, yes, I'll come, but then I'll go to Yamuna, because the place was very close to Yamuna. So I'll go to Yamuna, take bath and come back. So when he went to the Yamuna, he spent a long period of time. By then the Muhurta, the Parana time was getting over. So this Ambarisha consulted his, this minister, saying that, what should I do? I've invited him, but I can't take food without offering the food to him. So what do? I can't at the same time now. I got to break the fast with before this particular time. So the rishis consulted the Shastras and said, if you take a drop of water, that's enough, as if you have completed broken the fast. So he took a drop of water, offered it to Bhagavan. So he offered it to Bhagavan and took this drop of water. Then this was known to the Durvasa Maharshi by his Jnana Drishti. Then immediately he said that, no, this man has invited me for this king has invited me for this, partaking food. In the meantime, he has broken the fast by just taking a sip of water, and therefore let me punish him. So he took this hair from a matted lock, then invoked certain mantras, and then sent it to this Ambarisha Raja. That became a very big ghost emitting fire and all those things, and therefore he wanted to come and kill this Ambarisha. So because Bhagavan has already installed the Sudarsana Chakra, the Sudarsana Chakra came in the front and started, it killed that ghost and then started running after Durvasa Maharshi. So Durvasa Maharshi was running, was going around all these places. And then he went to Brahmaloka, he went to Shiva Loka, that is Kailasam. Then he went to Vishnu Loka also, Vaikuntham also, and requested Bhagavan to help him. Bhagavan said, I can't do anything. Aham Bhakta Paradina. I can't do anything which has been done against my devotees. Therefore, you go and fall at the feet of Ambarisha. And maybe if he pardons you, you are saved. So he comes and falls at the feet of Ambarisha. Ambarisha's humility was so great. He said, immediately he lifted the Durvasa Maharshi. Oh, Rishi, how can you fall at my feet? Have I done anything mistake or something like that? Then Durvasa Maharshi was so happy, saying that you are such a great king, such kind of forgiveness. And therefore, then Ambarisha praised Stuti in terms of the Sudarsana Chakra, and Sudarsana Chakra retired back to him. That's what the story is. So, Toyam. So he offered a drop of water to Bhagavan, and Bhagavan accepted it and then took it as, by breaking this fast. So, Patram, Pushpam, Palam, Toyam. So anything that a person can offer, Patram leaf, Pushpam flower, Palam fruit, or Toyam means a drop of water. Yo me, Yaha means that person may to me. Bhaktya prech, that's what I told you yesterday. Underline the word Bhaktya. What is most important is what you offer it with love and affection. Bhagavan doesn't look at what you offer, but he looks at the bhavam, that is the intention or the emotions behind what you're offering. That's what Bhagavan looks at. Yo me Bhaktya prayachati, who gives it to me. Tadaham Bhakti Upahritam. That means because it is being offered with love and affection. Ashnami. I consume that whatever is being given by my devotees. Prayatatmanaha. Prayatatmanaha is from one accepted one from that, who is coming in that pure consciousness. That's what it is. So Bhagavan says this is what it is. That is, whatever is being offered by my devotees, I just accept it as it is because it is being offered with love and affection, and I'm so happy with that. That's what Bhagavan says. Even you can refer to some of the episodes of this Lord Shiva also. this what do you call this? One of this Nayanmars, this Kandappa Nayanar, he was in this, this Srikalahasti place. He was so with love and affection, he took water because he didn't have the vessel to pour what he wanted to Abhisheka. So he took the water from in his mouth, then poured it on the Sivalinga. Similarly, he took the flowers, kept it on his, he didn't have so many, the flowers cannot be held in his hand, so many flowers. So he kept certain things on his head, then brought it and offered it to Shiva. And then finally, he took the pork. Even the people who eat meat don't consume pork, but then he offered this pork to us, to Shiva, because it was offered with love and affection. Shiva accepted it as it is. So whatever is being offered, if it is offered with love and affection, Bhagavan accepts it as it is. That's what is Bhagavan saying. He has made such a simple. Bhagavan is so simple. And all that he's asking for is only you give your mind. That's all he's saying. He doesn't even want anything else. So because all the people in this world want our wealth, they want our properties and other things. They want even our shramam. That means they want even our physical body to be of some help to them. But say if you tell somebody, I want to give you your mind, nobody will say I don't want. They will not. They don't. They won't accept it. I'm going to give you mind to that. Nobody accepts it. But then Bhagavan is the person who is saying nobody wants the mind of you, but you offer your mind to me. That's all Bhagavan is saying. So he wants the love and affection. That's all that is Bhagavan is asking. And that's what he's talking about in the previous sloka. Let's move on to sloka number 27.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.
Yat karoshi yadashnasi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam.
Bhagavan is giving a very, 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 very simple solution to all of us. He's saying so simple. He's saying, in fact, it is only a repetition of what he said in this Karma Yoga. He says, Yat karoshi, whatever you do, whatever action that you are performing, Yat karoshi, Yat asnasi, whatever you eat. So whatever you do, whatever you eat, Yat asnasi, Yat juhoshi, whatever you offer, whatever you have, dadasi, whatever you give, whatever you offer, whatever you give, Yat, whatever it is, Yat tapasyasi, whatever penance that you are doing, whatever, the tapas, meditation, whatever you are doing it, Kauntaya Ukunti san, Tat Kurusha, do that, what? Mad arpanam. Just offer it as an offering to me. That's all. So whatever you do. So you need Bhagavan is not even saying only good things you offer to me, bad things don't offer. And initially, that's what will happen. So Bhagavan is saying you start from there. Starting from that, whatever your action that you do, whatever you eat, whatever you give, anything that you do in the 24/7, even the sleep that you are doing it, offer it to the Bhagavan as such. So everything that you do, just offer it as you give it as an offering to me. That's all Bhagavan is saying. Nothing else that is saying. That means then all those things, once you start doing all these things, then slowly you will realize, no, I'm offering everything to the Bhagavan. Should I not give only good things to the Bhagavan? Supposing if you are offering Naivedyam to Bhagavan, fruit. Supposing the plantain is become rotten. Will you offer that rotten plant to the Bhagavan? You won't do that. You will just cut off that rotten plantain and give only the good ones to the Bhagavan. Similarly, once you start offering everything to the Bhagavan, then you will start realizing, oh, these are things which I should not be offering to the Bhagavan because Bhagavan is such a great person. I can't be offering all these bad things to the Bhagavan as such. Then slowly that realization will come on you, and then you'll start doing only the good things as such and offer good things to the Bhagavan as such. So that's how the starting point is like the Karma Yoga. So whatever you do, just Madarpanam. That's why when we say whatever we do, finally, even after eating the food, we say Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Whatever we do, Sarvam, if we get that habit of Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu, Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanam, Sarvam Sri Krishna, we do, then mentally also so once you start saying these words, then you'll start reflecting mentally also. Mentally also you will give offer whatever you are doing, whatever you are eating, whatever completely, everything completely offer it as Madarpanam. Bhagavan says, if you that's all that is required to be done. So simple. Bhagavan is giving a very, very simple solution to all of us. You don't have to start from anywhere. Start from this one. Just start whatever you are doing it as an offering to the Bhagavan, I said. Then what will happen? Bhagavan says in the sloka number 28.
Shubha Shubha Falairevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi Sanyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimukto Mamupaishyasi.
Bhagavan is saying this act which is saying that itself is lead you to Bhagavan's abode. That's what he's saying. Shubha Ashubha Palaihi Evam. That means whatever Papa Punya karmas. Shubha means merits, Ashubha means Papa. That is Punya and Papa. Palaihi means all the fruits of this Papa Punya karma Evam. Moksha se karma bandhan. That means you will completely get liberated from all this, the bondage, bondage of these actions. Karma bandhanaihi moksha se. That means when will the karma get attached to you? Only when you start doing it for yourself. So when you say everything is not mother pranam, Bhagavad arpanam. That means it is not for my purpose, but I'm offering it to Sri Krishna arpanam. So if I'm doing it everything to Sri Krishna arpanam, he takes the fruits of all the good and bad things upon himself. He doesn't, then all these actions don't bind you at all. Shubha Shubha Palaihi Evam Moksha se karma bandhan. So that means you will completely get liberated from this bondage of this karma, all these actions. That's what he's saying. Sannyasa yoga yuktatma. That means sannyasa means tyagam. Once you start doing this tyagam, that means you are offering everything to the Bhagavan. So by that, with the sannyasa yoga, that means doing this, all these offerings to the Bhagavan as such, whatever you do, getting united with that, vimuktaha, that person gets completely liberated from this samsara chakra. Mam upaishasi. That means he will reach me at all. He will reach me alone. So that means very simple. This sloka number 27, 28 is giving a very, very simple solution to all of us. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever actions that you perform, everything offer it to Sri Krishna. So Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. So start saying Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Slowly, mentally, you'll renounce everything also. Once you do that, none of these, all these karma, the papas, the punyas associated with the various karmas, you will be completely liberated from all these karma bandhas, and then you become liberated from this karma, from this samsara chakra, and then ultimately reach the abode of Bhagavan. So such a simple solution Bhagavan has given. So let's start following that, saying that, this is what it is. Let's start offering everything to the Bhagavan. It's mother, the Sri Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. So let's continue the discussion tomorrow. Vasudevasutam devam kamsa chanuramadhanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagatgurum sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Krishna 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 Krishna.